There's this one incident that's just imprinted on my mind, and it won't leave my mind ever. Because it's not just an incident, but it's more like the most valuable lesson I've ever got in my life, or I've ever realized in my life. Let me tell you what, if I told you, you would actually fall in love with the incident. See, I was coming from college to my home. It's the usual route I take. Like every day I go on the same route, I come on the same route. This particular afternoon though, it's around 1:40 something, because the college ends at 1:30 for me, and I leave it quickly as soon as possible. I left around near the college. I saw some big crowd. I was like, oh fuck, someone's got in an accident. They might need help. Out of no reason, I just stopped by the side. I really went with my helmet and my bag and all. I just went. I saw that people are actually grieving, and random people are crying because there's a cow dead in the road. It's not in the middle, but it's near the let's say the pathway. It's dead, so people are actually crying. And these people who are actually crying, they have nothing to do with the cow. They don't know what the cow does. They don't know who owns the cow. I mean, there is the cow owner crying inside, but he is actually crying. But these people are sobbing for no reason. And then 10 steps. Actually, it was not even 10. It was very close. Very close. There's two dogs, two dead dogs, literally on the road. It's almost like it's rotting and decaying off and composting itself. Like literally, nobody gives a shit about those dogs. That's, for me, it was not just injustice. It was just incomparable justice. Because I legit asked the person, why is the dogs not cleared? Why is the dogs in the road, like in the middle of the road in such a bad condition? You know what that guy said? He legit told me, nobody gives a fuck about the dogs. And at that moment is when it struck me. Everything I've been saying to people, not to you guys, but to my class people, to my friends, to the people who I used to talk to earlier, even in school, I used to say the same thing. I was not wrong even for a single minute. See, I always have this philosophy. People don't like you for what you are, but people like you for what you can get done. See, growing up, I agree. I was not the most beautiful looking guy. I was not one of the best looking guys. I had probably one of the worst ever looks. Why? Because I didn't focus much on my looks. I had the potential though, but I didn't change. I had the fucking worst looks ever. But it did attract the teachers. It did attract a lot of parents. Anywhere I go, it's almost like I radiate obedience. That's how it is. Although obedience was not the best goal ever, at that point I didn't realize much. So obedience was fucking radiating out of me. My looks, the way I speak, everything was obedience. But even if they were good looking people, even if they were better people, like people in terms of height, managing a weight, physique, all this stuff, nobody gives a fuck about it. Why? Because the philosophy literally works. It's not about what you are, it's about what can you do. It's not about how you look, it's about how can you get things done for people. See, in terms of girls, ladies, I don't know how the game works. It's completely different. I'm talking about the boys. For boys, it doesn't really matter how good you look. There's always someone working harder than you just to beat you in your own game, okay? So see, what can people get from you is their question. Unless and until you're a girl, okay? Because for girls, I don't know how the game works, but I've never seen someone value a girl by what she can do, like what's the skills and abilities. But for guys, this is like the most basic parameter. But guys, for some reason, just miss it out. They're like, I'll do look maxing. What the fuck do you mean looks maxing? See, I'm growing this mustache. It's because I can grow the mustache because it grows good. That's it. Earlier, I used to clean shave because it looked ugly as fuck because it used to grow with patches. That's it. That's self grooming for me. There's no little going and shaving all this stuff. Why? I'm not saying you're not supposed to do it, but just stopping there is not taking you anywhere. You're not really valued on what you are, unless and until you can get things done to showcase the value and claim value for yourself for what you are. Okay? So in this scenario, everyone I've almost confronted is like a dead dog. I know this analogy is probably the worst. Like I'm being too harsh. I'm being too open. I'm being too direct. And this kind of hurts people. Yes, it does. A lot of people have literally fought me and some people tried to hit me. I did get hit, but it's not like I'm gonna stop saying this. Because back then I was weak, I took the hit. Now I can defend myself. The point is, even if you hit me or even if you try to hurt me, you will just remain the dead dog. See, people don't like the cow because the cow looks beautiful and the dog's ugly. People like the cow because a dog cannot give you the milk as much as a cow does. A dog cannot pull your cart as a cow does. A dog cannot give you the manure as a cow does. See, the area I was passing through was more like a small developing, it was a rural kind of area, okay? A lot of farmers there. But still, you see how people treat a dead cow as a sacred thing. Not thing, but a sacred ex-living organism. I don't know how to frame it in the right way, but it's something sacred. But a dead dog, which is literally beside the cow, as nothing but absolute fragment of shit. Why? Because there's no utility for the dog. You really can't get things done with the dog except that it barks. Like legit, who gives respect to a street dog? Literally no one. Have you ever actually respected a street dog? Unless you're like a dog lover or something. I'll be honest. I've never really cared about street dogs. I'm not gonna go irritate the dog, poke it or something, but I'm not gonna give a fuck about it either. That's how it usually is. Why? Because the dogs cannot get shit done. That's it. So whenever I go out there and say this exact thing to people, it's almost like I am directly poking into them. At least that's what they usually keep telling me. But I'm not. I'm just bringing two conflicting truths in front of you. And I'm asking you to wake up. But just because the truth is hurting you, it's easier for you to blame me. Because, okay, if the truth is hurting, just blame the truth teller. If the mirror shows your cracks, just smash the fucking mirror. That's how you operate. You're smashing the mirror, but not fixing your cracks. And then in the end, the blame falls to me again for not telling them. Because I was the idiot who tried to help them without knowing if they're ready or not. It's not like I was gifted or something. I prepared myself for this shit. So I don't believe in winning and losing. For me, it's a polarized view. There's no winning or losing. Winning and losing for me is a consequence, a potential outcome. There's just you being prepared and you being underprepared. If you are prepared, how the fuck are you going to lose in something? If you are underprepared, no matter what you do, the ones who are prepared are going to fuck you up in each and every angle. I had multiple certifications. I was a proper athlete. I was very good in sports. I was a national level skating champion. I was in karate. I was little black belt. I was very fluent in a couple of languages. So I was constantly outperforming myself in 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard too. So see, whenever I used to go to like a proper gathering, because obviously in 10th and 9th you have a lot of gatherings in school. You have no idea how bad, like I have gotten into a couple of fights with my 10th classmates. Why am I not talking to them? It's not like I don't like them. It's not like they look ugly and stuff. No, that's not how it is. It's just that I ended it on a bad note. Why? I ended it on a fight. Why? Because they hate me because their parents like me. And they're trying to express it in public because their parents get that sense of being noticed when they're with me. Can you imagine anything more sadder for the person who's watching this? Like imagine you with your parents coming up and you're a good friend of mine, like you're a classmate of mine. You come and then you're talking to a teacher, or your parents are talking to your teacher, you're just standing in the side like obedient kid. And then I walk in with my parents. The teacher all of a sudden notices their parents are talking and the teacher notices me and my parents, and the sir or man just keeps yapping to my parents as if he knows them since childhood. And then your parents stop to talk about me. Like you're almost non-existent then. How sad it would be for I can't really imagine anything much sadder. So now everyone wants to take the position where I'm standing, but nobody wants to work their way up. Everyone knew what is Stranger Things. Everyone knew the memes, everyone knew the jokes, everyone knew the series names. I didn't. But what mattered? Okay, the students didn't like me, so was I alone? Kind of, but not lonely. I chose to be alone, but I wasn't lonely. Okay, so then what really changed the end? So what was the outcome? Who had the more power? How does the power dynamics work? I had my influence over every student. How? Did the students like me? Fuck no. They hated me for each and every possible reason. I mean, I did have friends though, because since the first, it was the same. The teacher gets to decide who's the most obedient. The teacher always sticks to the obedient person's opinions, and then the obedient person kind of becomes famous. That's the exact same thing works in every class, from 1st standard to fucking 12th standard. So why do you want to change it? Just go with the flow. Why do you want to change it? See, I'm not against the students or I'm not against the ma'am. I'm just saying how the power dynamics work and how you're supposed to take care of yourself in this fucking mess. Because you see, without utility, you're not even noticed. In my college, girls and guys both used to say, "Oh no, I'm just left alone. Nobody comes and tells me that I'm way worse or I'm doing this bad, I'm doing that." Kiran, you are the only one who keep pestering us. So just stop talking to us. Just stop talking this kind of shit to us. Just be normal. Really? See, I'll tell you one thing. I told them the same thing and their rage was valid because at that point I should have kept quiet, but my ego tuned in. I doubled down on trying to explain it to them, but at the wrong time. But hear me out. Just make sure you're in a practical state of mind when you're hearing this. Okay? If people are not disturbing you, if people are not telling you that you're doing bad, does not mean you're doing good. Okay? You're just another dead dog. That is what you are. Because a dead dog, nobody gives a fuck about it, and the dead dog is left untouched, like undisturbed, completely ignored all the game. See, everything comes with a sacrifice. You cannot have friends and teachers at the same time. You have to choose what matters. And lucky for me, I never had the option to choose what happens. Teachers just kind of lied me. And I just had to amplify each and every time. See, whenever I see a student trying to do something and I know it's going to end on a bad note because I've already done it, I don't actually try to help them. I'm not a saint. I don't know, for some weird fucking reason, people expect all the individuals who already been hurt earlier to become healers. Why? When I say I've been through stuff, people expect me to teach them. Why? You really think I'm going to teach you how to stand and fight when you're going to fight against me? Like, you really think I'm going to give you all my strategy and going to train you how to win against me? How fucked up is your logic? You really want everything spoon-fed, and if I'm denying it, you're like, Kiran is bad. Why? See, I know what works, and I'm doubling down on it. That's it. It's not like I'm going to harm anyone or I'm going to save anyone. This is more like I'm building a own construct, setting the value eligibility bar so high that you either act and become undeniable or you just die. There's no middle ground. I believe in absolutes. You win and take everything, or you lose and give everything. That's it. There's no trying to become better. There's no trying to overcome. It's more like you can just drop a pen or you can just pick up a pen. You can't just try to drop a pen or you can't just try to pick up a pen. That's it. It's as simple as that. Still, you keep fucking up every time and then just blame the guy who teaches. That's it. I'm not talking just about me, but imagine you must have blamed some guy who taught you something in life, at least for once. I agree. I actually accept I've done it. Before actually realizing everything in my life, I've actually done it. It's up to you if you can either take the mistake, live with it, and then reform yourself, or you just keep denying every mistake that you do and live in a fucked up illusion, which you will randomly one day realize, and then you'll be like, oh god, this world is so cruel. This world is not cruel. This world is just looking out for itself. It's you who has no fucking idea what's going on. You think everything is a fairy illusion. Nothing works the way you think. You have to mend your ways in order to just take what you want. That's it. I've been there. Like, I've actually been that good boy who tried to ask everything and get. Trust me, you will not get even 1/4 of the things that you ask. If you don't believe me, just try to realize this. You're in the class, there's a girl and a cockroach is running beside her. She's scared, she's screeching all over the place. And you somehow you stamp it or you do something, you just kill the cockroach. You're a hero. Now you're a brave person. Imagine you both walking into the garden, not the garden, but some lawn. There's a butterfly. By mistake, like out of randomly by mistake, completely unpredictable, you hurt a butterfly. All of a sudden you're a villain. Why? Who decides what's good or bad? Who decides what you've done is either right or wrong? Her morals too. Okay? The same goes for you. Your morals too. Okay? Who built the morals? People's behavior. What people told me, each and every conditioning. So that's the part. Conditioning. Okay? Is it the final answer? No. Okay. You've been conditioned to believe this is wrong and this is right. Good. Who frames the conditioning? People? Not really. The narrative. Your school must have told you one thing, but your parents might have told you the other thing. Your relatives must have told you the other thing. The shopkeeper must have told you other things. So each and everything just combining and clashing with each other, you must have formed a reality for yourself. In that reality, you are the hero. It's not the morals, it's the narrative that matters. That's what happens. Make yourself worthy, and the world will worship you. That's it. This is literally a one-liner summary for this entire video I can give you. If you're not worthy, don't expect anything. There's no need for you in this world if you're not worthy. Like, I mean, imagine who really cares? Who's gonna repeat your name except your kids when they're gonna write their name? Who's gonna even remember you if you don't bring a change? That's it. I don't know who you are. I don't know in what condition you are watching this video. I don't know if it's night or you're going to bed after this, or if it's actually morning start, you're going to work after this. It's not about the next day or the next week. It's about a process, a system that works. This is how the system works. Worthy people get celebrated. Unworthy people get, I don't know the right diplomatic term. I will just say forgotten. Okay, this sounds mediocre harsh. It's not so harsh also. So right or wrong, just shoot your shot, get this shit done. Because don't worry about people. People forget. People have a lot of shit to worry about. So they will forget what you do. You can see, I fucked up a lot. Even in my YouTube video, a lot of YouTube videos you can actually see. I fucked up a lot. I fumbled a lot. But I did it with confidence because I know people will forget. For example, you're watching this video. 3 days after, if I come and ask you, what did you learn from this video? You're gonna forget. Even if you watch the video till last second, you will forget. That's human nature. So why worry when you can actually unfuck everything? Just get to work. That's it. Before you do, just subscribe to the channel and like the video. Sharing, it's up to you, but like and subscribe, it would be a token of gratitude.